Well, good morning and welcome to the Morning Sip. Today we are in downtown Jackson talking about a whole bunch of things like artists, events, and why you want to make sure that you tune into your hometown as well. It is Veterans Day tomorrow, so we do want to make sure that we celebrate and honor our veterans. So stay with us during the breaks as well, because you might see somebody you know's name scroll through the television. It's going to be a lot of fun. It is pretty cold out here this morning, but really we wanted to come outside just to show you a live look at something we haven't seen in so long. Rain. How y'all doing in the studio?
That's what I've been saying all morning, Kayla. You stole my thunder. It's been the million-dollar question over the last couple weeks. I swear, I walk outside and talk to anyone. They're like, when are we going to get rain?
So for the folks who have never heard of Starita before, how do you describe your sound and what you do?
Well, my sound's very interesting in that I kind of have a knack for blending electronic elements with organic sounds. I like to kind of trick the listener to where they don't know if is that a real guitar, is that a synth, you know, so I like to blend a lot of different interesting sounds together, whether it even be field recordings or just rare instruments. And so yeah, and I have a very eclectic style, so.
No, you're from Mississippi, so it's almost like a gumbo pot of anything we ever do, because we're good at all things. So just talk about being from Mississippi and what it means to be where you are now.
Well, you know, being from Mississippi, it was just integral to me growing up as a musical taste from, I mean, this is where America's music was born. And so it really, really gave me a wide palette, like a gumbo, like you're talking about. Yeah, and so, you know, so that's why Mississippi's always held a special place in my heart, even though I grew up in Clinton, moved to Jackson, and then I went off in the 90s out to San Francisco. And after 25 years, I said, well, maybe it's time to come home for a little bit and start splitting some time down here, because I want to bring back everything that I can give and contribute back to my community here in Mississippi.
And you've also worked with some like iconic people, Tribe Called Quest.
Yes, ma'am. Tribe Called Quest, Childish Gambino, Third Eye Blind, Los Amigos Invisibles, which is a Latin band. So that was nominated for a Grammy. A new age artist I worked with, Laura Sullivan. We won a Grammy one year for that record. So yeah, just very eclectic all over the board. So like you said, you know, in Mississippi, we good at a lot of things.
Right. And of course, so people at home probably like, okay, that sounds great, but like, when can I hear you perform? And they have a chance this weekend.
They do. Tomorrow at the Old Tavern on George Street, we're going to be having a little underground party of dance music. So Jackson's always had an underground dance scene that's been going on. So there's going to be myself, who else? Greg and Garrett LP, Two Tone. Yes. And so, and Rob Roy. And so we're going to be throwing it down from about 8 p.m. till 2 a.m. So y'all come through and see us. We're going to be doing some old school breaks to some deep Chicago house, Detroit techno. We're going to go all over the place tomorrow night.
I believe you. Once you said throwing it down, you just take it back. So just if people want to get connected with you and find out more about what you're doing, where do you want them to go?
Yeah, you can go to my Instagram at Starita Music. At Starita Music is basically my handle across all social media, and StaritaMusic.com.
All right, so go there. And when we come back, we're also going to tell you about a group of people here in Jackson that have made the perfect Thanksgiving album. So stay with us after the break. All right, you are here promoting the Thanksgiving album. You are on crutches, so I think it's safe to say you put your foot in the album, maybe?
Both. Both. Not just me, though. It was produced by Charles Palmer. We got some other artists, Hollywood Look Savvy, Tricky, and myself. Vegas also.
So now you've been doing a lot of shows and promoting your music throughout Jackson. Why come together with a collective?
It wasn't just my idea, but we've been doing it so long, man. I thought it was important to bring different cultures together, put them in one thing, and let the world see it.
So what does it sound like? Because Thanksgiving, I mean, it should be mashed potatoes, little green beans, something. What does it sound like? What does it feel like?
I think it feels like Thanksgiving. It feels like bringing different recipes and dishes together and putting them in one, and everybody coming together with love and joy and enjoying.
And then you guys are taking this to a show. When is that show happening? And what can people expect when they go to the show?
A phenomenal show. It's at Duling Hall. It's not your regular show. It's an experience. It's more like Broadway almost. It's top tier for sure.
Now, you make it sound like it's good, but I feel like somebody at home is still skeptical about what this album is, where they can find it, and why they want to listen to it.
I think you should be skeptical, and that's the reason you should go test it out. You can find it on our platform soon, November. Also, the show going to be at Duling Hall. You can get your tickets at Eventbrite. Search Thanksgiving.
And then there's a Friday-influenced music video. So how was that?
Man, it was amazing. I think we all understand what Friday is to the culture and what it means. And I think we wanted to bring that and add our own Jackson taste to it.
And speaking of that, you've been doing it, again, for a very long time. I've seen you at local shows. Why do you want more people to pay attention to the local artists and what you guys are doing?
I think it's important. I think what we're doing on the local level should be seen worldwide. And I think who we are on the local level should be reviewed worldwide.
Any last thing you want to tell creatives out there who are trying to get on crutches on the news, like you said? This is monumental.
Hey, keep going. I'm the definition, the poster child. Keep going for sure. Thanksgiving out, November 22nd. The show, November 22nd. The experience, November 22nd. Get your tickets at Eventbrite.
All right. Nothing else to be said. We are back with one morning sip after this, and we're going to let you get back in the car. All right, good morning and welcome back to the Morning Sip. So far, we've shown you some of the artists that are a part of Thanksgiving, Starita. All these guys are doing amazing things in the music space. But we're also going to talk about how it's important to take care of your heart and your health. But I have a question for each of you. What is your favorite thing about Thanksgiving?
Family.
Family. Being away from work.
Okay, honest answers. I appreciate that. I'm sending that back to you guys in the studio. What's your favorite thing about Thanksgiving?
My favorite thing is the food.
And
family.
The first thing that came to mind was ham, but I also love my family time.
So the Metro Jackson Heart Walk is happening this weekend. Can you tell me any personal experience you have with this event?
Yeah, so the Heart Walk is a great opportunity to come out. There are so many people who have been affected by heart disease and or stroke, and we have one every year around this time, the Heart Walk, and we're really excited to be able to have this again for the community. So anybody who's been affected, or even if you know someone who's been affected by heart disease or stroke, this is a great way to come out and be with people celebrating survivors, honoring loved ones, all of that.
So now, what can you learn at this event tomorrow?
So we will have some health screenings brought to us by St. Dominic's, and so people can get their blood pressure checked and get to know their numbers and make sure they're healthy. We're also going to have a great area for the kids, so bring your kids, bring your dogs. We're going to have a top dog contest, and so we have a lot of fun events and activities for the families to take part in, so bring your whole family out tomorrow.
All right, now what time? Because is this at 8 o'clock in the morning that you get here, or earlier than that?
Yes, so the activities will begin at 8 a.m. The walk itself will kick off around 9 a.m. So you're welcome to join us for the entire hour. You're welcome to join us for the full route. It's a 5K distance. There's also a 1-mile survivor route, so you have a couple of options there.
And then is registration closed, or we still have time?
Plenty of time to still register. You can visit the website. I think it's on the screen. You can show up tomorrow, even if you don't have time to register ahead of time. It's a free event. You don't have to pay. We would love for anyone that would like to donate to the mission of the American Heart Association. You can do that online, and we could do that tomorrow with some QR codes. I wanted to mention, too, it's Veterans Day tomorrow, so we're going to also have some special things to honor our veterans, and so we're really hope that they'll come out and join us as well.
And I mean, of course, why have you guys here? AHA has been doing a lot, especially in Jackson, Mississippi, all the things. But what do you want more people to do to help you guys?
So, we do a lot of work in our community. We've really been addressing nutrition security at the last few years, access to healthy foods. This year, we're really focused on maternal health and well-being and how we can help new moms. A lot of people are affected by heart disease, and so we've really got to do more to help people have access to health care and to healthy foods. And so that's really where the money goes that we raise at the events like the Heart Walk. So the more we can raise, the more funds we can provide to our community.
Now, can you give us that final rundown of events and times to be here?
So 8 a.m. the event will start. 9 a.m. is when the walk will kick off. You can register online, or you can just walk up with your family. Like she said, dogs on leashes, so everyone is welcome, but you can still register online. It's not too late.
All right, and they said rain or shine, so even if it's windy like it is right now and raining, come on out here and do something amazing. It's going to be on our website as well, and other events that are happening this weekend that we have not mentioned are also on our website, WJTV.com. We're closing this show out after the break. All right, don't forget Veterans Voices is happening Saturday. Your hometown is happening today. The McDonald's Celebration Gospel Tour is happening tomorrow. So make sure you check out WJTV.com for everything. Thanks so much for watching. We hope you have a wonderful weekend.